So it's been appreciated for a long time that children with inner ear defects, especially those that are deaf, exhibit behavioral disorders. And these disorders are often highlighted by hyperactivity. Traditionally, it's been thought that the association is due to socio-environmental factors. For example, the children being frustrated at not being able to interact as well with their environment. So what we're showing is that there's also a biological cause for this association between ear defects and behavioral changes. So we first got interested in this project because a very talented young investigator in my lab, Michel Antoine, noticed some mice that were acting unusually in one of our colonies. They were very hyperactive and they exhibited other abnormal behaviors. So we realized that the abnormal behavior of these mice was caused by a spontaneous mutation in a single gene.
So this is a mutant.
So then we wanted to know where was this mutation needed in the animal. We thought at first that it would be somewhere in the brain, an area that regulates motor output. That's the simplest explanation. But we found out the mutation has to be in the ear to cause the hyperactivity, which was very surprising. These mice have severe inner ear defects. They're deaf, and they've also lost their sense of balance and orientation in space. So the next thing we wanted to do is connect how the spontaneous mutation in the ear led to hyperactivity. We found that two proteins were specifically upregulated in a part of the brain that regulates motor output. We were then able to show that if we use a drug to reduce the activity of these two proteins, it remedies the hyperactivity of these mice, so they return to normal behavior. Our results were published in the September 6th issue of the journal Science. The central finding of our study is that ear defects cause long-term changes in the brain, and that these changes are what cause the hyperactivity in the mice. So these findings are relevant, possibly even clinically, because they open the door to a different explanation for this association between inner ear defects and hyperactivity, among other behaviors exhibited by children with inner ear defects.